Thanks a lot, Ben. Here with Daniel Hornbuckle of Western Washington University, the Vikings. Daniel, it's been a up and down season. Tough game on Thursday night. Got to get back tonight against St. Martin's.
Absolutely. I think one of the main things for our season is it has been like an up and down season, but at the same time, we always stay together. That's the main thing. That's the shows a championship team where it's like even though we had games where we look like we're the best team in the nation almost, and then we have games where it's like, okay, what in the world is going on? So I think for us, it's just staying together and then just knowing that it's a long season still. And everybody's making a tournament this year, so it's like you want to just get better with those games that we played. The game like Thursday, you just want to learn from that and then expand on that, and then when we go to the GNAGs, we'll be ready for that when the time comes for that.
What's the key to staying positive when you lose a very close contest, last-second shot missed by the Vikings, and now you got to rebound here tonight?
It's just all about embracing adversity because you know the top teams.
Thanks a lot, Ben. Here with Daniel Hornbuckle of Western Washington University, the Vikings. Daniel, it's been a up and down season. Tough game on Thursday night. Got to get back tonight against St. Martin's.
Absolutely. I think one of the main things for our season is it has been like an up and down season, but at the same time, we always stay together. That's the main thing. That's the shows a championship team where it's like even though we had games where we look like we're the best team in the nation almost, and then we have games where it's like, okay, what in the world is going on? So I think for us, it's just staying together and then just knowing that it's a long season still. And everybody's making a tournament this year, so it's like you want to just get better with those games that we played. The game like Thursday, you just want to learn from that and then expand on that, and then when we go to the GNAGs, we'll be ready for that when the time comes for that.
What's the key to staying positive when you lose a very close contest, last-second shot missed by the Vikings, and now you got to rebound here tonight?
It's just all about embracing adversity because you know the top teams and the best teams, you're always going to go through something. You're always going to go through the little ups and downs of the season. So the main thing for us is just to embrace it, just be ready for it, enjoy it, because at the end of the season when we're right there where we want to be, we'll look back on that and be like, wow, like it was a great journey, but we made it to where we wanted to be. So that's the main thing.
Coming here to Bellingham, you're a great three-point shooter. You're shooting close to 50%, almost making 1 out of every 2. What's the key in that, and how hard do you work at that craft?
For sure, work really hard, but at the same time, I have to give all the credit to the coaches and to my teammates and then people around me that, always just tell me to keep shooting, because some of the games where I may not hit the threes that like I usually want to or like I do. So I think it's just always teammates put me in the right position to knock down shots, and also coaches just having the faith and the trust and, know that, okay, you may shoot some of them deep-looking ones that you might not, a lot of people aren't shooting like that, but just to have the faith and then the confidence in coaches and teammates to let me shoot those kind of shots is really the main thing.
About 6 games left here in the regular season. What's the key moving forward for you and your Vikings?
The key, just like I was saying earlier, just embracing it, just having fun with it, just enjoying the journey, just knowing that, wins and losses, they're going to come, but if you just do the little things and just take care of business by just, controlling what you can control. That's one of the main things that we've been preaching, just control what you can control. And you really can't control makes and misses all the time, but you can control your effort, can control knowing your assignments on defense, control ball movement, and just always being positive for one another. So that's the main thing.
Your parents are big supporters of you and the Vikings. I mean, your dad was here a couple weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
Your mom's always tweeting out and watching the games. So, man, great to have them supporting you and the team, I'm sure.
Absolutely. It's great. And then even everybody else, all the support that we have here in Bellingham as well. I know it's senior night tonight, so, we got the guys, Dak, RJ, Luke. So, they got main support as well. So, and even all the guys. But I know for night, it's a great night because it's senior night, and, we want to get the dub for them because they're a huge part of our team, and they've been a huge part of the program. For me, it's my first year here, so, it's a little different. But for them, they've been here for RJ and Luke. I know they've been here for a while. So, just really want to get that W for them tonight. That's the main thing.
If you had a chance to talk to them, what's their mindset like going into not quite their final home game because there is a makeup game on Monday, but on the schedule this was the final home game.
Yeah, I think everybody's just locked in and ready to go. I think that's the main thing. Everybody's just locked in, ready to go, and ready to get to work because we know that we did drop that tough one on Thursday, but it's like next game mentality. We bounced back, got a really good team that we're playing tonight, so it's like, all right, main focus is right here tonight.
We're getting set for St. Martin's in Western Washington, and we know your parents are watching. Want to say anything to Mom, Dad?
All right, Mom. I know I see the tweets all the time, so we're going to get the dub for us tonight. That's the main thing.
He is Daniel Hornbuckle.
Yes,
Ben, take it away.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to WECU Court. We're on Bellingham, Washington, on the campus of Western Washington University. That was Shawn Walli interviewing Daniel Hornbuckle. My name is Ben Bagley, welcoming you tonight to Vikings TV. We've got a battle about to get underway between the Western Washington Vikings and the St. Martin Saints. And Shawn, you were talking with Daniel about, his three-point shooting ability. The Vikings have hit 10-plus threes in back-to-back games, but they're going against the best shooting three-point team in the GNAC.
This should be a high-scoring affair. St. Martin's got the better of Western Washington in Lacey early January. The GNAC is so tight right now. Who knows who's going to be first, third, 7th, 10th. A lot can happen between now and the start of the conference tournament.
Both of these two teams coming off of a loss as well, so looking to change their tides. It is also senior night here in Bellingham, so after the national anthem, we'll meet our three seniors, RJ Seacrest, Luke Lovelady, and Dakota Ayala.
You said it, Ben. A final was going to be the final home game for those seniors. There is one more game Monday night, which we'll talk about later on in the broadcast. As Ben mentioned, it's time for the national anthem, introduction of our seniors, and the starting lineup here at WECU Court, courtesy of public address announcer Brian Young.
Your hats. It's time now to honor America as the Western Washington University Band plays our national anthem. Fans, we'd like to welcome you to Senior Night, where your Vikings will play host to St. Martin's. Fans, we're going to recognize a lot of seniors tonight. First up, we're going to start by recognizing how fortunate we are to be accompanied every Viking game by the eclectic and rhythmic sounds of the Division II Washington State Band of the Year, your Western Washington University Band. We would like all the band seniors to stand so we can honor you. Now we'd like to recognize our seniors. It's been 10 plus years and counting for the GNAC's #1 rated cheer team, your dream team, your Viking cheerleaders. Next, fans, we would like to recognize some seniors from St. Martin's University and congratulate them on their great contributions as student athletes, both to the GNAC and St. Martin's University. Congratulations to Goy Went, John Moore, Brett Reed, and Marky Adams. That brings us to our feature attraction seniors of the night. Our first senior we'd like to recognize has been part of the Vikings program for the past 2 seasons, transferring in from Concordia University. A versatile player who's appeared in more than 20 games this season, making 5 starts. He's averaging more than 7 points a game and more than 4 rebounds per game while shooting nearly 50% from the field. Fans, please put your hands together and show your love for Dakota Ayala. Our next senior has been with the program for 4 years running. He's appeared in more than 60 games and has started more than 45 times in a Viking uniform, averaging more than 9 a game and more than 5 rebounds. He is definitely an efficient shooter and a consistent producer for this program as he ranks in the top 10 in program history in field goal percentage. He also averages more than 1 block per game. Fans, you know who he is, LL Luke Lovelady. Finally, we'd like to recognize a mainstay with the Vikings program. He's appeared in more than 75 Viking games. He is a defensive-minded guard who started every Viking game this season. He's brought back the mid-range jump shot and made it an art. He's averaging 9 a game, 5 rebounds a game, with a career highlight coming in the GNAC 2020 championship game when he had a defensive stop that sealed the deal. Fans, show your love. R.J. Seacrest. All right, fans, it's time now to meet the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First up, the visitors from St. Martin. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore 0, Alex Schumacher. At guard, a 6'2" redshirt sophomore, number 3, Christian Hafner. At guard, a 6'5" sophomore, number 5, Kyle Greeley. At forward, a 6'8" senior, number 24, Brett Reed. And at center, a 6'9" senior, number 32, Marky Adams. St. Martin's is coached by Aaron Landon. Coach Landon is assisted by Tyler Velasquez. Viking fans, are you ready? All right, 6-man, this is your chance to show your love. It's time now to meet the starting lineup for your Vikings. At guard, a 6' junior, number 3, Daniel Hornbuckle. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 4, R.J. Seacrest. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 5, the Rocket, D'Angelo Minna. At forward, a 6'8" junior, number 22, Jalen Green. And at forward, a 6'8 senior, number 25, LL Luke Lovelady. Your Vikings, they're coached by Tony Dominguez. He is assisted by David Denham, Bob Hofstetter, Otavio Jude, A.J. Albritton, and Garrett Thibodeau. 6-man, it's game time!
Welcome inside Carver Gym on the campus of Western Washington University. Shawn, Walli, Ben Bagley, our entire Vikings TV crew. Vikings win the tip as they take on the St. Martin Saints.
Should be a good battle today. The Vikings are 12-9 overall, 5-6 in GNAC play. They've lost 3 of their last 4. St. Martin Saints are 14-7 overall, 7-5 in GNAC play, but they've lost their last 3 in a row. So both teams looking to right the ship.
Interesting to note, Ben, St. Martin's only suiting up 9 players. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Viking basketball. Touching pregame ceremony for the 3 seniors as Hornbuckle fires a 3 short off the front iron.
Hornbuckle can make that. That shot is not out of his range, but just a little short.
Schumacher with it for the Saints. The long drive up I-5 from Lacey, Washington. In fact, I might have been right behind them.
Did you carpool with them too?
Should have. 3 for each team, both misses. Back come the Vikings. Menace. Across to Seacrest. Green finds Hornbuckle, another 3. This one too far this time, but Lovelady right there. His shot rejected by Adams.
Hornbuckle has made the second most threes in the GNAC this year, but he's 0 of 2 to start the game.
Christian Hafner from the parking lot. These teams liking the 3-ball early.
We mentioned in the pregame show as there's a scuffle on the ground, it'll end up a jump ball. Possession goes to the Saints. We mentioned pregame, these are 2 of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league. St. Martin is first, shooting as a team 41%. The Vikings are third, shooting 38% from deep as a team. The Vikings in their last 2 games have made 10+ threes in each, but the Saints, get this, they have 7 players on their roster shooting at least 40% from deep. So these are 2 teams that are excellent scoring the rock from deep, and already in this game, the first 4 shot attempts, all 3-pointers, but all missed.
Saints off the inbound. Down low off window, Marky Adams with the first bucket of the ball game.
We'll talk about the bigs as this game goes along. Marky Adams and Brett Reed, the two of the leading scorers for these Saints.
Seacrest finds Menace. Menace directing traffic for Western Washington. 2 minutes gone by in Bellingham. Daniel Hornbuckle, 5 to shoot. Jalen Green in the lane, the floater, off back iron, pops out to Menace. His jumper is down and in. We're tied at 2.
Nice play by D'Angelo Menace, getting that offensive rebound, not doing too much. He could have stepped back and attempted a 3, just got it, popped it, made it.
Saints go down low. Adams finds Brett Reed for 2 Saints.
We're going to see that a lot. Those 2 are really good tandem down low. For how well the Saints shoot the 3-ball, their post work is just as good.
Luke Lovelady, left-hand dribble, spins back to the right, hook. Not even close. Saints the other way. Vikings want to travel. They don't get it. Saints, the floater from Christian Hafner. They're up 4.
Saints now 3 buckets. They're 3 of 5 from the floor. Vikings have made just 1 of their first 5 shots.
Menace for 3. That's off. Saints the rebound. Schumacher, the right-hand dribble, spins in the lane. Finds Reed. His jumper is nothing but net. A quick 8-2 lead for St. Martin's. Just a 30-second timeout. St. Martin's off to a quick start.
One thing to mention here tonight is that tonight is our senior night. You saw that pregame ceremony. And although the Vikings have one more game this Monday, this Saturday game was initially scheduled as their last of the year. So it is senior night. We have 3 seniors on this Viking roster. Dakota Ayala in his first season with the team, Luke Lovelady, who's been here for 4 years, and RJ Seacrest, who has been here for 5. Also some credit to the Saints. They have 4 seniors on their team: Goy Want, John Moore, Brett Reed, and Marky Adams.
It's got to be an interesting feeling playing your final home game, especially for the guys like a Seacrest or Lovelady that have been here at least 4 years.
You know, I was talking to bench manager Ryder Cunningham about RJ Seacrest before the game. And Ryder, he got a little emotional with me. He was saying how much RJ has meant to him over this 5 years, the bond that they've formed. He really said RJ, less of a player, less of a friend, more like a brother. So you can tell how this, brotherhood of Vikings, they really are very close, and it's always tough to see a senior leave.
A lot of good ones have played in this gym. Nice spin in the lane by Brett Reed, but the shot will not fall. Vikings the other way. Jalen Green thought about the 3 instead. They swing it around. Dakota Ayala in the game for Western Washington. Jalen Green from the right elbow. Rims out. Ball volleyed around. Lovelady has it. Outside to Green. Reset for the Vikings. Menace. Outside Hornbuckle. Top for 3. Down and in.
That's a big one for the Vikings. Remember in their game on Thursday, they scored just 31 points in the first half. They were off to a slow start in this game, but a Hornbuckle triple. Now it's a 1-point game. Now they're going to try to get rolling. And the crowd got louder after that made 3. Fans are finally getting into it.
Decent sized crowd too on this Saturday evening. Hafner for 3, and he answers.
Nice shot by Christian Haffer, one of those 7 players that shoots over 40%. He shoots 43% from deep.
Menace, Hornbuckle, down low on the baseline. Lovelady throws it away. Ayala and Lovelady not on the same page. Saints on the run, firing from 3. Ayala the rebound ahead to Hornbuckle. 4-point Saints lead. Jalen Green, top to Menace. Green gets it back, fires a 3. Flat off the rim, but there's Luke Lovelady to hammer it home.
That slam dunk was set up by great positioning. Got in front of his defender, was all alone for the offensive rebound, went straight back up for the easy flush. Great post work.
Schumacher, the runner, off the window. What touch.
That's Alex Schumacher, the second leading scorer for these Saints, averaging 13.6 a game.
D'Angelo Menace calling out the play for Western Washington. Fires it cross court. They go inside. Lovelady down low baseline. Back out. Menace open for 3. Rims out.
Although they didn't get the final result, that was great. Swinging the ball around and finding the open player.
Open for 3 is Hafner, and he nails it.
And that's going to be the difference. You can have as many open 3s as you want, but you got to hit them. The Vikings missed theirs. The Saints hit. They're up 7.
How quickly the pendulum can swing. Hornbuckle thought about answering. Instead, they go inside. Ayala from the left elbow. That rims out. Field goal percentage, advantage Saints. Schumacher to the rim. He is fouled and will go to the line. Got to stop penetration.
And as you mentioned, the shooting percentage is not adding up. The Vikings shooting just 31% from the floor. The Saints shooting 64%. We're going to head to a media timeout with 13:18 left on the clock. Saints up 7. We'll be right back after this on Vikings TV.
We've been graced with this exceptional puzzle that is the planet. This summer, the Kilauea volcano started erupting.
What we were interested in was expanding our knowledge of the volcano into this domain that's hard to see.
It was the closest I think I'll ever be to seeing such a raw physical process happen in front of my eyes.
This is what we do at Western. We give undergraduates these hands-on research experiences.
This trip has opened my eyes to how incredible research can be. It changed my life.
Back inside Carver Gym on the campus of Western Washington University. Shawn, Walli, Ben Bagley, 13-18 remaining in half number one. So far, so good for the Saints.
And one thing about this Saints offense, they are first in the GNAC with a plus 11 scoring margin. They average almost 80 points a game. They are 13-1 when they score 70 or more points. They are 0-6 when they score less than 70 points. In their 3-game losing streak, less than 70 points in each of those. Now, bad news for the Vikings, their last 11 opponents have scored 70 or more. In those last 11 games, the Vikings are allowing an average of 83 points per game. So if the Saints get to that mark, 70 plus, up into the 80s, it will fare very, very well for them. The Vikings need to grind in defensively, make some defensive stops, but so far, the Saints are off and running.
Sounds like some defense might be needed from Western Washington.
Absolutely.
After the free throws by Schumacher, 17-9 Saints. Vikings basketball. Hornbuckle in the corner for three. Short. Ayala trying to save it. He does. His shot blocked by Schumacher.
Well done by Schumacher not to foul there against the taller Ayala. Got all ball and hit it right out.
RJ Seacrest to inbound. Ball tapped out of bounds by the Saints. Seacrest, jumper, off back rim. Shots not falling for Western Washington, but Lucas holding it into the game. Looks to change that.
That's now 7 offensive rebounds for the Vikings already. They're getting the second chance opportunities, just need to convert the second chance points.
Kyle Greeley, money with Holden in his face.
Yeah, Saints are off and running. They're 8 of 12 from the floor, shooting 67%.
Ayala, the quick spin baseline to the rack, hits the rim. Saints the other way. Greeley hit the last bucket. Schumacher guarded by Hornbuckle. Schumacher spins in the lane. Point blank, it's easy. 10-point lead for the Saints.
Yeah, somebody in white right now needs to step up defensively. Usually it has been Jalen Green as their defensive anchor. Ayala's gotten a lot of blocks this year. Right now it's just too easy for the Saints.
Seacrest. Ayala out top. The big man, good rotation, but the rim says not right now. Schumacher. Seacrest on him. Hands off to Hafner, and a foul called on Daniel Hornbuckle. Foul on Hornbuckle, timeout on the floor, 11:40 remaining, a 10-point Saints lead. Back after this on Vikings TV.
We've been graced with this exceptional puzzle that is the planet.
This summer, the Kilauea volcano started erupting.
What we were interested in was expanding our knowledge of the volcano into this domain that's hard to see.
It was the closest I think I'll ever be to seeing such a raw physical process happen in front of my eyes.
This is what we do at Western. We give undergraduates these hands-on research experiences.
This trip has opened my eyes to how incredible research can be. It changed my life.
Out of the timeout, back here in Bellingham inside Carver Gym. Saints up 10 early, nearly halfway through half number one.
It's just been poor shooting so far from the Vikings. They're 5 of 19 from the floor and just 1 of 8 from three-point land.
Saints can add to their 10-point lead. Spencer into the ball game. Gets it to Schumacher. Right back to Champ. Greeley explodes using the afterburners. 23-11 Saints.
It's now 10 points in the paint for the Saints, and it's really come easily inside. Saints are on a 12-2 run in the last 3 minutes.
Lucas Holden nowhere to go. Finds Jalen Green. Right back to Holden out of the corner. His three. Finally, a bucket for Western Washington.
Tough shot with a man right in his face. But Lucas Holden shooting 43% from deep. He's deadly from the corner.
Offensive foul on the Saints to the delight of Daniel Hornbuckle. That foul on Christian Hafner.
That could be a bit of a momentum changer for the Vikings. Call that a stop on defense. Hornbuckle drawing the foul. Still a 9-point deficit.
RJ Seacrest set to inbound directly in front of our courtside position here at WECU Court. He gets it in to D'Angelo Menace. Menace off the screen from Green. Green now has it on the block, spins in the lane, the floater short. Seacrest saves it. What a save by RJ. Green double teamed. Coaches want him to pass it. He finds Holden wide open for three.
Yeah, good call by Coach Dominguez. He yelled, pass, 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 because Holden was right there uncontested. He hit the open three. Back-to-back threes now for Holden.
Spencer to answer and does. Saints making it look easy.
Yeah, nice strong answer by Spencer. Both these teams starting to heat up. These offenses are coming alive.
Ball nearly stolen by the Saints, but Seacrest takes it to the rack. Rims out. How did that not go in? Saints open in the corner. Jumper missed by Spencer. Menace the other way for Western Washington. His three is good. Three ball giving the Vikings a chance.
If you look at the rosters or the lineups on the floor right now, neither team has their bigs in, so it's just 3-point versus 3-point. Both teams, their last two buckets have both been threes.
Schumacher, perfect form, good rotation. Another three is down.
Make that 5 threes in a row now in the game. We're gonna head to a media timeout. Saints on top 29-20. And we'll be right back after this on Vikings TV.
Welcome to Fowler, Indiana, one of the windiest places in America, and home to 3 BP wind farms. In the off chance the wind ever stops blowing here, the lights can keep on shining thanks to our natural gas, a smart partner to renewable energy that's always ready when needed, or not. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere to help the world keep advancing.
Out of the quick timeout, just a 30-second timeout. Viking basketball. Menace finds Hornbuckle, goes baseline, all the way cross court. Holden for three. This one rims out. Fight for the basketball. Same team. 2 Saints battle for it. Spencer came away with it. He gets it back from Schumacher. Reed with Lovelady on him. Spins in the lane. Nowhere to go. Outside Schumacher. 15 on the shot clock. Alex, another three. 12-point lead for St. Martin's. Things going right for head coach Aaron Landon in his 3rd season.
The Saints have hit 8 of their last 9 shots and 5 of their last 6 threes, up to a 12-point lead, their largest of the game.
Menace, Hornbuckle. Pass tipped. Ayala caught it, but he throws it away.
Unforced turnover there. Ayala trying to get the ball to Hornbuckle on the 3-point line. Now, Important at this stage for the Vikings to realize and accept there are more ways back into a basketball game than just shooting threes. They've shot well in the last couple minutes with 12 points early in the game. So can still come back. Let's see them keep working their offense. And right now the Saints offense is certainly working.
Ten to shoot for St. Martin's. Adams, his turnaround floater drops in. 14-point lead for the Saints of St. Martin's. Thought Hornbuckle was going to dial that one up. Gets it back from Green. Jalen to Lovelady. Coach is telling the Vikings to move the ball. Hornbuckle for three. It's short.
Hornbuckle's going to ask for the tip, but he's not going to get it. Contested three there with about 15 seconds still left on the shot clock. Coach Dominguez not too pleased.
7:36 left in half number one. Full timeout on the floor. Saints 34, Vikings 20. Back after this on Vikings TV.
Welcome to Fowler, Indiana, one of the windiest places in America, and home to 3 BP wind farms. In the off chance the wind ever stops blowing here, the lights can keep on shining thanks to our natural gas, a smart partner to renewable energy that's always ready when needed. Or not. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere to help the world keep advancing. This simple banana peel represents a bold idea, a way to create energy from household trash. It not only saves about 80% in carbon emissions, it helps reduce landfill waste. That's why BP is partnering with a California company, Fulcrum Bioenergy, to turn garbage into jet fuel, because we can't let any good ideas go to waste. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere to help the world keep advancing.
A look at Lucas Holden trying to keep the Vikings in this one. Little inside work, but what he does best is shoot the three.
Holden has 8 points to lead the Vikings. He is 2 of 3 from deep. And Schumacher for the Saints, 11 points. He's helped the Saints go on this 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes, and they're 9 of their last 10 shots from the floor.
Comfortable 14-point lead, but they want 3 more, and they get it from Champ Spencer out of Sumner, Washington.
Now, remember earlier in the year when they played Western Oregon, this Saints offense at one point went on a 29-0 run. They certainly have that explosive firepower. They've hit 6 of their last 7 threes now. And the Vikings, man, they can't buy a bucket.
Jalen Green the miss, but he saves that basketball. He's double teamed, finds Lovelady outside Dakota Ayala. Finds the iron. Schumacher and the Saints off and running. Another 3 for St. Martin's, and they're doubling up Western Washington.
What a pass, what a shot by Wang. Schumacher with the assist. Man, the Saints right now are just blitzing the Vikings. The defense hasn't honestly been terrible, but they're just making all the shots they can.
If you're Tony Dominguez, what do you do? What do you say right now? And I think he might have been wondering that himself before he knelt down to the huddle.
I mean, one of the things to tell yourself is that it's tough because this team right now, the Saints, on a 14-0 run, 11 of their last 12 from the floor, 7 of their last 8 from 3, and some of those threes have even been contested. I wouldn't say right now that the Vikings defense has been terrible. The Saints offense has just been fantastic. So if I'm Coach Dominguez, the message to the team is, hey, they're shooting the lights out right now. That will likely regress a little bit as we keep going forward. Stick to the offense, stick to what works for us. Just try and focus on scoring a bucket every time down the court. That's how comebacks start, right? Just one bucket at a time. Lock in on defense. There's still 6.5 remaining in the first half. There's a lot of basketball to go. But so far, the St. Martin Saints, I mean, man, What else can you say? Every player that has entered the game for the Saints has at least 3 points. They're shooting 76% from the floor, 16 of 21, and 7 of 10 from deep. Just an absolutely absurd offensive explosion right now.
A lot of basketball left. You can't score 20 points in one shot, but D'Angelo Menace gives the Vikings 3 more.
That's how you climb a mountain, just one step at a time.
Yet another 3 to answer the Saints. This time they miss one. Jalen Green the rebound. 6:05 left in half number 1. Kai Johnson into the game for the Vikings. Menace hit the last bucket. Johnson, baseline, floater. That pops out. Rebound to Marky Adams, and he's fouled.
Not a lot of fouls so far in this game. That was just the 3rd committed by the Vikings. Saints only have 1 team foul.
You know, Ben, you talked about the Vikings allowing over 80 points lately. They're in danger of that and then some here tonight with over 5 minutes and change left in the first half.
Big break for the Vikings on that possession. That 3-pointer was made by Christian Hafner, but he stepped on the line as he caught the ball. So Vikings get bailed out, a turnover. Here they come back on offense.
Jalen Green. In the corner, it's Menace. Menace, nowhere to go. Jalen Green. Ayala somehow picks up the loose ball, and the baby hook is good.
Nice to Ayala to see a ball go through the bucket. He's now 1 of 6 from the floor.
An incredible floater. Kyle Greeley gets it to go. He's bumped. He's fouled. He'll head to the line for a potential 3-point play. Dakota Ayala hit with the foul.
Take a look at the foul. Ayala stepping up a little too strong. Not a whole lot of contact on the wrist, but Ayala bumped him with his hips. That's what will send Greeley to the line. As a team, the Saints shooting just 63% from the free throw line. And Greeley knocks that one down. We're up to an 18-point lead.
Five minutes left in the first half. Kai Johnson to Menace. Jalen Green. Green bumped, no whistle. His shot rejected by Adams. He gets it back. The free throw line jumper, no, but there's Luke Lovelady for the tip-in.
Jalen Green right now just 1 of 8 from the floor, 2 points. Remember, he's the leading scorer for the Vikings, nearly 16 a game.
Ball poked away by Ayala. Menace has it. Vikings need a lot more of those turnovers. Green back to Menace. Doesn't fire the 3. And a whistle on the floor. Foul on Christian Hafner of St. Martin's.
The Saints right now are running a modified 2-3 zone, and in the last game the Vikings played on Thursday, that 2-3 zone was really tough for them to break against Western Oregon. And here right now, they're struggling against it. The way to break the zone is by moving the ball fast around the court, and the Vikings offense is more built around pick and rolls. That's tough for them to break the press or break the zone.
Lovelady dumps it to Ayala. His layup finds the Saints. Schumacher. Wang, his 3. Wide open for Western Washington is Kai Johnson, and that hit nothing, but Jalen Green is there for the rebound and putback.
Hey, you call that an assist for Kai Johnson. Didn't even hit the rim. It was a pass over to Jalen Green. Green with the nice offensive rebound to put in the bucket. And suddenly, we're down to a 14-point lead. It was 20. They've taken it 1 bucket at a time, couple turnovers. It's starting to become a game again. Comeback starts slowly. Just got to have confidence if you're a Viking.
The Tortoise won the race, right?
Absolutely.
And there's another miss for St. Martin's, giving Western another chance to get back in this contest. Lovelady wanted the foul, didn't get it, thrown away. St. Martin's comes away with it. Wide open for three, top of the key. Wang hits the triple. 46-29, St. Martin's.
Wang, one of those players shooting over 40% from deep, 44% free throw shooter, and the Saints have 8 triples now.
D'Angelo Menace with the off balance. Bucket good, he'll go to the line for a potential three-point play. 2:44 left in the first half. Saints up 15. Back after this on Vikings TV.
This simple banana peel represents a bold idea, a way to create energy from household trash. It not only saves about 80% in carbon emissions, it helps reduce landfill waste. That's why BP is partnering with the California company Fulcrum Bioenergy to turn garbage into jet fuel, because we can't let any good ideas go to waste. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere to help the world keep advancing.
Back here in Bellingham, Carver Gym, WECU Court. D'Angelo Menace to the line for one shot, trying to get the three-point play.
This is the first free throw of the game for the Vikings.
Wow, that says a lot right there.
Menace knocks it down to a 14-point lead now. Looks like we're going to see the Vikings employing a full-court press. Look for a trap around half court.
Seacrest back in the game for Western Washington. Hafner across half court for St. Martin's. Hornbuckle guarding him. Greeley to Schumacher. Schumacher finds Wang. Brett Reed, no offensive foul called. Schumacher drives in the lane, finds Reed. Vikings want to travel, and they do not get it. Tony Dominguez is hot.
And we're going to get a flop warning on the Vikings against Lucas Holden. And whether it was a travel or not, the Vikings coaching staff thinks it was, but what a pass by Alex Schumacher. He was driving in, up for the layup, wrapped the ball around a defender to find Reed right there. Great pass.
16-point lead for St. Martin's. And a turnover. Great play by Brett Reed. Inside 2 minutes left in a half that has been all Saints. What a move by Reed. Doesn't get it to go. Battle for the basketball. Hit the bottom of the basket. They're saying it's Saint basketball. Would that be because Western Washington, they say, the last team to hit it as it bounced to the basket?
I believe it was officially a Saints team rebound, which usually means it's off the other team.
Hafner down low, Brett Reed with it outside. Wang thought about the three, instead the fake. Jumper from the elbow, no. Reed the rebound. Reed working on Holden. Holden the block, but traveling is called on Brett Reed.
Good post defense that time by Lucas Holden. He tried to draw the charge and got hit with a flop warning last time. This time he said, fine, I'm not going to fall over. I will play you tough and strong, and he forced a travel by Reed.
Vikings an uphill battle, an uphill climb they have the rest of the way. Menace out of the corner. Here's 3. Back come the Saints. Schumacher. Look at the quickness. Schumacher, the miss. But now we have a foul on St. Martin's, giving the ball back to Western Washington.
I believe that one is going to be on Reed. They got him for being a little bit too aggressive trying to grab that offensive rebound. And an interesting number here, the Vikings have 12 offensive rebounds, Saints just 4. Based on the score, you would think that's flipped.
One thing going the Vikings' way.
Yes, it is.
Menace. Teardrop won't go. Jalen Green cannot corral it, and he fouls Alex Schumacher.
Yeah, he's not too pleased with that foul. He was just trying to go to the ball, and Schumacher kind of boxed him out, didn't give him a lane. Well, Jalen still wanted to get to the ball. He had to go through Schumacher to get there. So clever play by Schumacher to kind of bait Jalen Green into fouling him. The Vikings now have 5 team fouls. Saints have 4.
1 minute left. And what has to be a very happy half for head coach Aaron Landon and his Saints. Greeley, top of the key. Spencer with it, guarded by Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle swipes at the basketball, and a foul is called. Daniel can't believe it.
Yeah, a look of shock right now on Hornbuckle's face, and to be honest, I was pretty surprised too. I know I have these big headphones on, but I didn't hear any slapping of, hand to wrist. Looked like all ball to me, but that will send the Saints to the free throw line. Now, officially, they call that a shooting foul, excuse me. The Vikings still are 1 foul away from 1-1. So Spencer there, they said that he got knocked in the act of shooting. There's his 2 shots. Made them both.
An 18-point Saints lead. Wow. 30 seconds left in the first 20 minutes. R.J. Seacrest, D'Angelo Menace, and a foul is called on Schumacher.
Vikings have an opportunity on this possession to just make a bucket before headed into halftime. A slim amount of momentum, but momentum nonetheless. Just seeing the ball go through the hoop, I'm sure would raise the spirits a bit.
About a 2.5-second differential game and shot clock. Menace off the screen from Lovelady. Menace into the lane, nowhere to go. Outside, Holden. 5 to shoot. Holden attacking the rack. He's bumped, fouled, count it.
All right, Lucas Holden, showing that he's not just a 3-point shooter. Driving in that time, that's now 10 points for him. And he will shoot a free throw. This would be just the 2nd free throw for the Vikings of the half. The largest lead of the game for the Saints was 20 points when it was 40-20. This free throw could cut it to 15.
Holden showing a little energy, a little passion. Free throw rattles home.
It's a shooter's bounce for him.
Schumacher, 3 seconds left in the half. Into the lane, ball stripped. Seacrest is fouled before the clock expires.
And that will send the Vikings into the bonus. So Seacrest here is going to be shooting 1-on-1 free throws. Man, what a defensive effort. First getting the strip, then getting the ball, and then getting fouled. You see zeros on the clock, that red light around the backboard. They're going to put about 0.2 back on the clock or whatever it may be. And you love that effort from Seacrest, finding some points here potentially in what most people consider almost garbage time. The referees are going to head to the monitor just to review how much time should be left on the clock, because RJ can't shoot free throws with zeros. That's basketball impossible. So I'm sure they'll only put 0.1, 0.2, or 0.3 left on the clock.
A valiant effort by the senior for Western Washington out of Bremerton, Washington.
While we have a quick lull in the action, let's give a little bit more love to our seniors. First, RJ, who will be headed to the free throw line. He's appeared in 76 games for the Vikings. He's the only player to have started every game this season. This season, he's averaging 9 points and 4.9 rebounds per game. Fifth-year senior, best friend of Ryder Cunningham. Luke Lovelady in his career has appeared in 62 games, 46 starts, and he actually ranks top 10 in program history in field goal percentage. And in his career, he's averaged nearly 1 block per game. And then Dakota Ayala, just his first year as a Viking after transferring from Concordia, Portland. He's appeared in all 21 games this season, and man, he's been fun to watch, averaging 7.2 points, 4.2 rebounds, shooting nearly 50% from the floor. And I gotta say, with Dakota, one of my favorite players, he and I are really big anime fans. So after every game, we go together, we talk about the latest episode of Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds like a blast.
Oh, Shawn, you have no idea. It is.
You're right. You got that one correct.
Referees have finished their discussion. Point 3 back on the clock. RJ Seacrest going to shoot a couple free throws. So more of a formality there, putting time on the clock, because I'm not sure the Saints will have enough time to heave a full court shot in just 0.3 seconds, assuming RJ misses. I shouldn't assume he misses, assuming... Well, there's 0.3 on the clock. They'll get another shot. RJ with no points in the game, 0 of 2 from the floor.
And that about sums up the first half for the Vikings here in the first 20 minutes. St. Martin's 50, Western Washington 35. Final first half thoughts, Ben Bagley?
It'll be a hill to climb in the second half. That's about all I can say. The Saints have been awesome. Vikings have not shot the ball quite as well. We still have a full half of basketball left to play.
Halftime in Bellingham. Come on back for second half action in about 15 minutes right here on Vikings TV.
I would summarize my experience at Western as I was a guarded, nerdy kid who loved to perform, who allowed herself to put in the time and the effort to carve herself into something.
Jump in the trunk, jump in the trunk,
Okay. And whatever that was has led me to where I am right now, to be a fully realized woman. And I'm really thankful for the time and the effort that I put in for myself, because if I didn't do it, no one else was going to.
The Teaching and Learning Academy is an organization that's housed in the library, and it's where people come to have conversations.
They deal with serious issues that have emotional impact in ways that are typically not found in a class.
We've talked about diversity and inclusivity on our campus and in our community.
It not only enriches my education, but also impacts the ways that I can continue my leadership roles.
My name is Morgan Paris-Lanza. I'm the executive director and one of the founding organizers of Bellingham Girls Rock Camp. Not only is it an opportunity for kids to learn music, write a song, express themselves, but they also gain these leadership skills that they might not get in other places. It's a program, it's a culture as well as an entire movement, and we really want everybody to feel like they're a part of it, because they are. We all rock.
Compass to Campus is a beautiful reciprocal relationship that's really centered on how to support young students to see themselves in a different kind of way and see the possibilities for their future.
Allie was one of our first mentors. A lot of people have believed in me along the way, Allie being one of them. She's always inspired me. Now I'm at Western, actually going to college.
It's changing lives for the young students that we work with, and it's changing lives for the mentors who work with them.
It's important that what I do as a job is something that I find meaningful. I ended up applying to the cybersecurity program at Western. The aspects of the program that really stand out to me is the hands-on experience.
Being able to work interdisciplinary and bring cybersecurity to marine science, bring it to communications, bring it to everything, is what really makes it interesting.
Welcome to our busy world, where we all want more energy, but with less carbon footprint. That's why at BP, we're working to make energy that's cleaner and better. We're producing cleaner burning natural gas and solar and wind power. And wherever your day takes you, we have advanced fuels for a better commute. And we're developing ultra-fast charging technology for EVs. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere, so we can all keep advancing.
Let's go.
As we wind down halftime here in Bellingham, a look at the numbers, and you see a lot of reasons why the Saints have a 15-point lead.
I mean, look at those first three lines. Field goal percentage, almost 30 points better. Free throw percentage, 15 points better. 3-point percentage, 25 points better. The Saints basically couldn't miss in that first half. Here's the real stat for me. The Vikings shot the ball 11 more times. They had 41 field goal attempts. The Saints had just 30. However, St. Martin's made 5 more shots. They made 19. The Vikings made just 14. That's en route to shooting 63% from the floor, 57% from deep. They made 8 threes in the first half. I mean, the rest of the numbers don't even matter at that point. With that offense of the Saints exploding like that, good luck. They are tough to stop.
I mean, just the overall field goal percentage alone, almost doubling up the Saints are what the Vikings are doing so far here tonight.
Yeah, look at the leading scorers for both teams. Vikings have 2 players with 11 points. That's D'Angelo Minnis and Lucas Holden. And the leader right now for St. Martin's at just 11 points, it's Alex Schumacher. However, let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players have 5 or more points. It's been a team effort. They made 8 threes in that first half. 4 different players each made 2. So they're spreading the ball out extremely well, getting looks wherever they want it. And hopefully at halftime, Coach Tony Dominguez came up with a different plan defensively to climb out of this 15-point hole.
Saints looking very impressive in that first half. Look to be a force to be reckoned with, as they will have home court advantage, so to say, in the GNAC tournament.
Take liquor as they come out in a 3-2 zone. Jalen Green makes it work.
Makes a difficult move and shot look easy. Vikings need a lot more of that in the final 20 minutes. Schumacher off the screen. Finds Reed. Reed. Vikings bench wants a travel, and they finally, no. 5-second violation instead. Either way, it's Viking ball.
So a layup on their first possession offensively, force a turnover on their first possession defensively. Here you go. Here's how you start climbing. Now down to a 13-point lead. Remember, at one point it was 20. Let's see how they move the ball around, try and break this 2-3 zone. They did not have success with it in the first half.
Lovelady quickly double-teamed.
Hornbuckle's wide open.
They find him. He's not open. As wide open, misses the shot.
As soon as I said that, the Saints found out.
Maybe they heard you.
Maybe they did.
Schumacher to Greeley. Greeley in the lane. Jumper, short. Offensive rebound to Adams, and he's fouled.
Lovelady thought he had that one clean. He did not. It's the first team foul for the Vikings in the second half. Both teams got right to the edge of the bonus in the first half. Remember, RJ Seacrest shot 1-on-1 free throws with 0.3 seconds left on the clock. But other than that, not a whole lot of fouls in this game. We'll see if that changes in the second half.
Marky Adams, the 6'9" senior from Forks, Washington. The home of Twilight.
I forgot about that fun fact. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Someday you'll win at Trivial Pursuit and think of me. Menace with it for Western Washington. Finds Seacrest. Jalen Green on the right elbow. Lovelady falls down. Green hits from 15.
Sweet stroke from Jalen Green. He shot just 3 of 10 in the first half. Clean slate. He's 1 of 1 now in the second.
Adams with the bucket. It's 54-39. One thing the Vikings cannot do is trade buckets. That's not going to get them back in the contest. Jalen Green, another jumper. Good. If Green can stay warm and get hot, good things can happen.
He's their leading scorer for a reason, averaging just under 16 points a game. Now up to 10 points in this one. Also leads the team with 6 rebounds and 4 assists.
The chant of defense inside Carver Gym. Brett Reed gets the ball back outside. Schumacher, the 3 is good.
Schumacher knocking down his 3rd triple. He's 3 of 4 with 14 points.
Menace. Green in the lane outside. Hornbuckle from the top. Answers.
Hornbuckle has such a sweet release. His shot mechanic is the exact same every time he shoots it, no matter where he is, how contested he is. It's the exact same shot every time. That's why he makes so many.
Adams, shot partially rejected. He gets it right back and goes up strong.
Marky Adams starting off strong in the second half with 6 early points.
Jalen Green, RJ Seacrest in the lane. Jumper, good rotation, but it rims off. Basketball right to Greeley. Kyle Greeley, 16:30 and counting in this basketball game. Schumacher, Hornbuckle on him. Down low to Reed. Lovelady taps it all the way down court. Luke will take a seat. Ayala returns for the Vikings. Champ Spencer back in for St. Martin's.
Lovelady, you can see he's a little bit frustrated. He got frustrated that a foul wasn't called on him on the previous defensive possession. Thought there should have been an offensive foul. Good for him, though, to check himself out. Needed a minute to reset emotionally. He'll come back strong.
Been that kind of night for St. Martin's. Shot clock expiring. Schumacher throws up a 3, and the prayer is answered.
I think the referees are going to meet and review this to see if he got it off before the shot clock. If he did, it brings this right up back to an 18-point lead, and it is a demoralizing 3 for a team trying to get back in the game. If it stands, Schumacher now 17 points, and he's 4 of 5 from 3. Let's take another look at the shooting numbers so far in the game for the Saints. 62% from the floor, 63% from deep, 86% from the line. That's just tough to overcome. That is just an exceptional shooting night. Schumacher is that leading scorer with 4 threes. On the year, he's second on the team, averaging 13.5 points per game, but he shoots 42% from the three-point line. That's 10th in the GNAC. The Saints actually have 5 players in the top 11 in terms of three-point percentage in the GNAC.
Officials have looked at
The review. The three-pointer is confirmed. Schumacher got the shot up before the shot clock expired. You said it, Ben, back to an 18-point lead for St. Martin's.
That was tough. It was just 13, and for whatever reason, 13 feels much more manageable than 18. When you get to a 15-plus deficit, it's tough. It's tough.
Hornbuckle, between the leg dribble. Dakota Ayala, top of the key. Menace in the lane, stops, finds Ayala down low. His shot short.
Saints have a chance here. If they hit a triple, it would be their largest lead of the game of 21.
Greeley backing down, the size advantage. Shot rims off. Battle for the basketball. Saints save it. What a job by Brett Reed.
Pure hustle, just outworked about 3 Viking defenders.
Reed backing down on Ayala, the up and under. Shot is short, he gets his own rebound. Jalen Green, the block. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Green. Timeout on the floor, 14:58 remaining. All Saints 62, Vikings 44. Back after this on Vikings TV.
We've been graced with this exceptional puzzle that is the planet.
This summer, the Kilauea volcano started erupting.
What we were interested in was expanding our knowledge of the volcano into this domain that's hard to see.
It was the closest I think I'll ever be to seeing such a raw physical process happen in front of my eyes.
This is what we do at Western. We give undergraduates these hands-on research experiences.
This trip has opened my eyes to how incredible research can be. It changed my life.
A look at a few of the buckets Jalen Green has made here tonight. Need a lot more of those if Western Washington's going to mount a comeback.
Yeah, the last one that he made was 2.5 minutes ago, and that was the last time that the Vikings scored. St. Martin's just continuing to put the pedal to the metal, up to an 18-point lead. And how about Reed, that last possession, nabbing 3 offensive rebounds. The third one was poked out of bounds, but extended this possession for the Saints.
Greeley goes right to Brett Reed. Reed with Dakota Ayala on him. Reed is fouled. Bucket, of course, is good.
Wow, what a post-series of moves by Brett Reed. He backed Dakota Ayala down, hit a pump fake, drop stepped in, pump faked again, hit another drop step, and finally went up for the layup. Chance here to make it a 21-point lead. And while Brett Reed is at the line, I gotta mention, we've said so often how the Saints are the best three-point shooting team in the GNAC, but Adams Markey and Brett Reed, their 2 bigs, are first and second respectively in field goal percentage in the GNAC. 62% for Adams, 60% for Brett Reed. Neither one of them have even attempted a single 3 on the season. So their three-point shooters are great, and their post players are just as good.
D'Angelo Menace finds Ayala with the 2-hand flush. He is fouled. And that brings not only the bench, but the fans to life.
How about Ayala going beast mode like Tanjiro? He'll understand that reference. Look at him here going down low. How about taking it right to the rim through contact? Look at the big man. He's headed to the free throw line.
Brett Reed went for the steal on the front side of the pass, didn't get it. That allowed Ayala to get to the rack. Vikings need a lot more of that, but they need to get stops. The old adage, defense wins championships. It could help win them a game tonight if they can find any way to get back in this one. But leaving a three-point shooter, that alone, not going to help, but missing will. Nick Velp for three. That rims off. Rebounds to Hafner. Now Schumacher's double team. Vikings want to travel, they don't get it. Reed across half court. Spencer, back to Alex Schumacher. Schumacher in the lane outside, they swing it, open, another three. Kyle Greeley.
Greeley now hitting his first three. He's the 5th Saint to knock down a triple. They've hit 11 of 18, 61% in the game.
Ayala can't handle the pass from Minnis. Reed goes baseline, bump it into Ayala, and an offensive foul called on Brett Reed.
Ayala got hit across the face on that one, so after turning the ball over on the offensive end, he draws the charge on the defensive end. Take a look at this. Reed, that shoulder.
I don't know why that first one wasn't
there
called.
It was. Ripping the ball through and catching Ayala's face with his elbow. He looks to be all right. Just needs a quick visit to the training staff.
Lucas Holden to Velp, the touch to Green. He's fouled, and Jalen will go to the line for 2 shots.
Nick Velp, right off the bench, getting involved pretty quickly. He shot that three-pointer and a nice little pass down low there to set up Green to get fouled. Green has 10 points, second on the team, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 5 of 12 in the game. This is his first free throw.
Free throws seem extra important for the Vikings, considering only 13 minutes left to climb back 20 points. With that clock not moving, if you can inch closer, it's the way to do it. Green hit the first, and that ball out of bounds, last touched by Wang of St. Martin's.
More hustle minutes there for Nick Velp. He had that pass to the foul, and then he got in there defensive or on the offensive rebound to cause some mayhem, get the ball back.
Holden to Hornbuckle, back to Holden in the corner, his three, off rim. Saints corral the rebound. Kyle Greeley. Out of Salem, Oregon, fires a three. The Saints bench going bonkers, as they should, up 71-48.
Man, 12 of 19, 63% as a team. This is just demoralizing right now. They are shooting the lights out.
Hornbuckle answers the three. It's a 20-point ball game. Tony Dominguez wants to talk things over, see if he can draw up a 20-point play. Saints up by 20 as you take a look at Daniel Hornbuckle dropping in that three ball.
Hornbuckle has 9 points. All 3 have come off of triples. He is 3 of 8 from downtown, and all of his shots have been from that area.
Right side of your screen there is assistant coach David Dunham. The walking boot, or I shouldn't call it a walking boot because he is not allowed to walk on that surgically repaired Achilles. Nice to see Coach Dunham back on the bench.
Yeah, you look at the Saints' numbers across the board right now. We've talked about those shooting numbers over and over again. Here's a good look at Coach David Dunham. You look at the rebound battle right now, the Saints +7 on the boards. They have 2 more assists, 3 more steals. I'm a bit speechless here, Shawn. I haven't, in all my years of broadcasting, I haven't really seen an opposing team come into WECU like this, to Carver Gym, and just dominate. From the first whistle on, St. Martin's has just been shooting the absolute lights out, and I'm impressed. They played a phenomenal game.
I got to find out what they had for breakfast at St. Martin's. Yeah. Maybe something in the water, or I got to get me some of that down in Lacey.
Whatever the hotel they're staying in this morning must have had the best continental breakfast of their lives.
Alex Schumacher, the left-hand dribble, in front of his own bench now. Spencer finds Kyle Greeley. He's hit him multiple threes in the second half. Marky Adams working on Nick Velp. Throws up a right-hand hook. Falls right to Jalen Green. Green for three. Schumacher the other way for the Saints. Greeley, three. Tony Dominguez is hot at the officials.
I'm not sure what happened there. It looked very clearly to me like a double dribble. I must have seen it wrong.
Even the fans were in a bit of an uproar. Velp cross court, Holden, Hornbuckle, three, yes.
12 points, 4 threes now for Hornbuckle. The Vikings have made 8 3-pointers. They're 8 of 23.
Ouch.
Saints, on the other hand, 13 of 20.
That's incredible shooting.
65% as a team. That's laughable. You don't see that.
Nick Velp knocks the ball out of bounds. But I do believe they're calling a foul on Velp. They do. 10:46 left in this one. All Saints tonight. Back after this on Vikings TV.
This simple banana peel represents a bold idea, a way to create energy from household trash. It not only saves about 80% in carbon emissions, it helps reduce landfill waste. That's why BP is partnering with a California company, Fulcrum Bioenergy, to turn garbage into jet fuel, because we can't let any good ideas go to waste. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere to help the world keep advancing.
Daniel Hornbuckle trying to bring the Vikings back in this one, but they still have a long battle in front of them as they trail St. Martin's 74-54. Shawn Walli alongside Ben Bagley. Thank you for tuning in on this Saturday night.
Vikings right now down by 20. Some silver lining, there were 2 Viking basketball teams in action today. The women's team played Central in Ellensburg, and they won 74-72. They improved to 15-2 on the year, top 10 national ranking. How about Emma Duff, career high 29 points.
Good user on the floor right now.
Most certainly.
Saints the miss out of the timeout. Hornbuckle to Velp. Velp finds Holden in the corner. Short.
Seems like the majority of the Vikings misses. Rebounds go right to St. Martin's. No second chance points. No offensive rebounds for Western Washington. Foul on Lucas Holden.
The Saints right now, defense. Western is top 3 in the GNAC in scoring, scoring margin, and rebound margin. And so far, for the Vikings, minus 20 on the scoreboard and minus 7 on the boards. That doesn't happen to them very often. Credit the St. Martin's defense.
Alex Schumacher has 17 points. Looking for 19, no, but there is Marky Adams with the catch and flush.
Great play by the big man. He's up to 10 points.
Velp, cross court, Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle to Velp at the right elbow. Velp, one dribble, throws it right to the Western Washington bench. 9:39 left in this one. Be a happy bus ride back to Lacey for St. Martin's if this score stays similar for the next 9.5.
And this is a big game for St. Martin's as well. Coming into February, there's going to be an offensive foul on Alex Schumacher. Coming into February, this team was first in the GNAC, and now after hitting a rough spot, 3 losses in a row, they've actually dropped to 4th in the GNAC standings. So assuming the score stays as it is, they close this out with a win. That's a big one for them, getting back on track, trying to climb to the top, as you mentioned, that elusive top seed in the GNAC tournament.
Kai Johnson to Jalen Green. Holden for 3 out of the corner. Short, right to Marky Adams.
Holden now 2 of 6 from behind the line.
Kyle Greeley looking down low. Instead, back pedals, top of the key. Finds Brett Reed. Reed, the jumper from the right elbow, off the front iron. Lucas Holden to Hornbuckle, ahead to Kai Johnson. Johnson, baseline. Hornbuckle in the corner, gets the 3 to fall.
How about 5 3-pointers made now for Daniel Hornbuckle? He's 5 of 10 on the game. Now the leading scorer for the Vikes with 15 points.
Greeley, his jumper. Down like most shots for the Saints tonight.
Greeley has 18 points the last 2 times these teams squared off, as Jalen Green is going to head to the free throw line for 2. Last time these 2 teams played was on January 13th. The Saints walked away with an 82-71 victory, and Greeley, who hit that last basket, he had 20 points in that game. He's now their leading scorer again here with 18.
Jalen Green out of Renton, Washington, the 6'8 junior. Hits the first free throw. RJ Seacrest returns for Western Washington.
Just did a quick dive into the stats, and for Daniel Hornbuckle, his last 3 gave him 5 on the game. That's the 4th time this season he's hit 5 triples, has not yet hit 6, so potential to set a season high for him.
Hafner returns for the Saints, and Marcus Lenker seeing his first action of the ball game. 8:10 remaining. Saints with a comfortable lead. Adams in the lane, nowhere to go. Outside, he finds Hafner. Greeley guarded by Lovelady. Greeley, good move with Reed, but swatted away by Jalen Green. Kai Johnson didn't see Hornbuckle in time. Johnson in the lane is fouled.
How about that block by Jalen Green against Reed? That's his 2nd block of the game. Love to see the effort.
Foul on Marcus Lenker. Timeout on the floor as you take a look at the aforementioned block right there by Jalen Green. Out of the timeout, it is Viking basketball. They get it into Jalen Green. Green going strong in the lane. Can't get the ball to roll in the hole. It's been that kind of night for Western Washington.
That rim just looks unfriendly. As soon as the ball bounces off of it, it's almost anti-Western. It's just none of the bounces are going their way.
Greeley, top of the key, guarded by Jalen Green. 10 to shoot for the Saints. Hafner will, a long three. Actually rims out. Battle for the rebound. Saints have it. It's 3 white jerseys around that ball, and somehow St. Martin's comes away with it.
They only come away with it because the possession, they had possession. It was a jump ball. Good job by Reed to stay strong and keep his arms around it. Possession will flip, but first the Saints will retain possession. Just look at the strength by Reed. Johnson was there, then Jalen Green, then Lovely tried swiping it away, and Reed just clamped it down, holding on to it.
Saints to inbound. They're up 19, looking to add to it. Ball poked away by Seacrest. We will do it all again. Wang to inbounds. Along the Saints bench. Gets it into Hafner. Right to Reed. Greeley back near half court. Dribbles it off his leg. He gets it back. And Hafner can't handle it. It'll be Viking basketball with 6:51 remaining.
Hey, Shawn, while we have a quick moment here, I do want to recognize a pretty historic milestone that just happened in the NBA. LeBron James just became the all-time leading scorer, combining regular and postseason play, just past the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Wow.
Just happened tonight.
Impressive. Hornbuckle, I should say Green the miss. RJ Seacrest trying for the rebound. He is fouled by Christian Hafner. Hafner's fourth.
Hafner and Schumacher both have 4 personal fouls for the Saints, and both are on the bench. RJ will head to the line. No points for him in his senior night, 0 of 3 from the floor.
Spencer returns for St. Martin's. Seacrest missed the free throw. Green almost had the steal. Instead, the jumper missed by Spencer. Green the rebound. Ahead to Hornbuckle. Right back to Jalen. Seacrest off the screen from Lovelady. Looking for Lovelady down low. Thrown right to Spencer.
And here's what's going on right now with the Western offense. The Saints are playing a 2-3 zone, and so much of Western offense revolves around pick and rolls, feeding it to the post, and they don't have a lot of motion in their offense, which isn't normally a bad thing. It's really effective against man-to-man defense when you know he's playing tight, you can set a screen, get some separation. But right now the Saints playing this kind of amoeba defense, they're kind of everywhere. They're just doubling Western at every single point, and it's just wreaked havoc.
Greeley, rightfully so, unhappy with that rough foul by Lovelady. Teams to their benches, 5:57 left in this one. All Saints tonight in Bellingham on Vikings TV.
Officials have been taking a look at the rough foul by Luke Lovelady, and I believe a flagrant has been assessed. Official talking to Tony Dominguez right now, explaining everything.
Let's take a look at the foul by Lovelady right after the free throw.
It has been announced, a flagrant foul, and there is the first free throw by Greeley.
Or he will shoot 2 here. Flagrant 1 is 2 free throw shots and the ball. And here's a replay of it. Lovelady just extending that left arm. He just straight up pushed him. You can tell he's frustrated. It's been a really tough night in the post, but that's just a non-basketball move.
Just can't do it. Whether you're up 20 or down 20. Never going to be allowed in basketball.
Might be allowed in the intramural games. Those referees let a lot of contact slide.
Spencer the miss, but the offensive rebound. Right there is Reed. Can't get it to go. Still trying, but Kyle Greeley finds a way to get the ball through the basket.
That was, I believe, 3 offensive rebounds in a row. And the Saints are plus 11 on the boards.
Seacrest outside. The big man, Ayala, can't hit the 3.
Ayala's having a tough night shooting as well. 2 of 10 now and scoreless from deep.
We've already seen Nick Velp tonight. Wonder if Tony Dominguez will empty the bench and get Garrett and Bullock in the game tonight.
Yeah, I certainly would not be surprised. It's turning into that kind of game.
2 on the shot clock. And Brett Reed makes it look easy.
How about Reed up to 11 points now, 13 rebounds. That's his 9th double-double of the season.
That pass to the Western cheerleaders be a turnover to St. Martin's. 4:34 left in this one, just a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here.
While we have a chance here, quick break in the action. There was more Western athletes hitting the court / field / I'm trying to segue to track and field. They had a very good meet today at UW. I want to shout out some individual record setters. My good buddy Mac Franks actually set the record, the Western School record, in the 3,000 meter. It was also the 4th best time in GNAC history. The men's 4x4 relay recorded the top time in the GNAC this season. That team consists of Bryant Welch, Mark Daniels, Lucas Brennick, and John Oglesby. Some other standout performers from this meet was Alia Dawkins, who placed 6th in the long jump. Katie Potts had a PR in the shot put. And man, I know those meets don't often get televised, but I've been to a few in person. Western track and field team is a lot of fun to watch, so congratulations to those athletes setting some records, getting first. And they're the best right now track and field team in all the GNAC.
A lot of great teams, a lot of great sports here in Bellingham. Western Washington does a great job with their athletic department. An off night tonight for the men's basketball team. But they will have very little time to think about this one because they're back at it Monday night. Don't have any plans Monday night? Still need something to do with that sweetheart of yours? Come on out to Carver Gym. If not, fire up the TV and Vikings TV.
We'll be here wearing our pink. We'll have to get like a heart eye emoji kind of filter on us for Valentine's Day.
It'll be Montana State Billings here inside Carver Gym taking on the Vikings. That is a COVID makeup game. And it'll be the final home game for Western Washington. So definitely come on out and see them on Monday nights. Timeout on the floor, 3:50 left. All St. Martin's here on Vikings TV.
This simple banana peel represents a bold idea, a way to create energy from household trash. It not only saves about 80% in carbon emissions, it helps reduce landfill waste That's why BP is partnering with a California company, Fulcrum Bioenergy, to turn garbage into jet fuel. Because we can't let any good ideas go to waste. At BP, we see possibilities everywhere to help the world keep advancing.
A look at the top-rated cheerleaders from Western Washington University, top-rated in the conference. Another top-notch squad here at Western Washington.
Yeah, and while we're shouting out other teams, let's just go all the way. Western softball also started their season last weekend. They were in tournament play again this weekend. They usually start off their years in some tournaments. This one was in California, and this most recent one was in Arizona. Tough start to the year for them. They're just 2-7, but they're coming back home February 19th. That's a Saturday, doubleheader against Puget Sound University. First game's at 11 a.m., second's at 1:30 p.m. Tune into Vikings TV, and I'll be there bringing you the action. I love that softball team. They're a lot of fun.
Softball's great. It's a lot quicker than baseball.
Yeah.
It doesn't take 3 hours, and those girls are good.
Oh, if we talk about Tatum Dow, hit over 400 last year, All-American. Yeah, they're great.
Jalen Green hits the free throw. Vikings down 24.
Jalen Green now up to 14 points, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. That has been the bright spot for the Vikings. They're 7 of 10 from the free throw line.
Green's second free throw is good.
Interesting that most of the starters still in the game here for the Vikings. Wonder if at any point here if Coach Dominguez will put in some of the role players to get some more minutes.
Vikings trying for the jump ball. Instead, a foul is called on R.J. Seacrest. Only his first foul. Still no points for Seacrest.
That was also the last foul to give for the Vikings, so the next one will send the Saints to the 1-1. Vikings themselves already in the bonus.
You know, Ben, it's amazing how much parity there appears to be in this GNAC men's basketball conference. Look at the top team, Alaska Anchorage and Seattle Pacific, both at 6-4. So St. Martin's at 7-5. They're going to go to 8-5. But even Western Washington at 5-6. Simon Fraser at 500. A lot of teams still within a game or two of each other.
Yeah, first place in the GNAC is 6-4, the record of 6-4. Eighth place in the GNAC is 5-6. So everybody is right there. And you mentioned the GNAC this year doing a different style of tournament where every team will make the tournament due to, making it equal for COVID season. So all these teams making the playoffs, they've all been very, very tight in league play. So if you're a fan of the Vikings, this might be a bit of a demoralizing loss. They're down 20 here late. There's still a lot of season left to go. They still have 5 games left in the regular season. They will be going to the GNAC tournament. Still time to figure it out, take this loss in stride, learn from it, grow from it, come back stronger next time.
I know it shouldn't factor in, but because every team is guaranteed a shot in the GNAC tournament, do you think that plays with the players' minds at all? Knowing that they don't, maybe they can lay off the gas a little, even though they really shouldn't as a student athlete and just, somebody that plays basketball and wants to do their best.
Yeah, it's always tough because there's a point when you make the playoffs, you feel a slight sense of, you're one of the elite. If it's a 10-team conference and you're in the top 6, you feel good about yourself. You feel like you're one of the better teams. So it definitely will be interesting coming into these playoffs. I do wonder if any of the top seeds might underestimate some of the lower seeds, thinking, man, they shouldn't have made the playoffs in a regular year. We're just going to wipe the floor with them. But they're there. They're going to compete hard. So I think we might see a lot of upsets in this upcoming tournament.
The bottom 4 teams will play play-in games at Seattle Pacific University, both men's and women's. And whoever survives will then join the rest of the field at St. Martin's in Lacey, Washington. As you get a look at Dakota Ayala, his 5 points, 2 rebounds, looking for 6, doesn't get it.
And
Adams, the rebounds, 2 minutes left.
I was just going to say, you mentioned the bottom 4 teams in the GNAC going to that play-in tournament. Right now, that is Simon Fraser, Western Washington, Alaska Fairbanks, and Western Oregon.
Saints turning the ball over to Western Washington. R.J. Seacrest to inbounds. Directly in front of his bench. Menace, the jumper, short. Seacrest tried to save it, but stepped on the baseline.
And curious, once again, down to 1:47 remaining in this game. 3 of the 5 starters still out there, trailing by 18. Curious why they're still in the game. Hustle to the end, I suppose. Credit to the aggressiveness, not giving up.
That's got to be a good part of it, is finish a little better than you started.
And then even taking this loss in stride. It might be good for these starters to be out there, feel the entirety of a 40-minute loss, feel it, flush it out of your system, and get ready to go the next game. It's tough when you get sent to the bench for the last 7 minutes and you just feel like you played bad, you feel bad about the game, and just feel bad going forward. Staying in there, fleshing out all the errors now. Do everything wrong now in the last 2 minutes. Leave it on the court. Come back ready to play on Monday.
Offensive foul called on Dakota Ayala, giving the ball back to St. Martin's. Press applied by the Vikings. Jump ball called. Possession arrow to the Vikings.
Lucas Holden looks set to inbounds. We'll see what kind of inbounds play they whip out.
That sums it up right there.
An inbounds turnover was probably not the play they drew up.
Greeley quietly has 22, leading the way for St. Martin's. Took over the scoring lead from Schumacher. Foul on Lucas Holden, sending Kyle Greeley to the line.
18-point lead, 1:03 remaining, and a foul to extend the game. You know what that means? It's Peter time, Shawn. We're officially in Peter time. Also, shout out Peter, my roommate. It was his birthday on Monday. Happy birthday, Peter.
It was or will be?
It was. This last
Monday. I was
Monday.
say a Valentine's Day birthday? What?
I do have a friend who was born on April 1st. People don't believe her anytime she says she was born on that day.
$20-point lead for St. Martin's. Final minute of this one in Bellingham. Seacrest looking for his first points of the night. He will not get them there. Greeley to Schumacher, back to Greeley. Saints using clock. No reason not to. Great ball game from start to the checkered flag here in 35 seconds for St. Martin's. Saints will be all smiles as they head south on I-5. I'll just get right behind the big bus so I can get that drift like in NASCAR.
Ride their jet stream, yeah.
Menace, shot rejected, but he gets it right back.
So a quick look ahead in these last 18 seconds. The Vikings will be back in action right here on Monday. That's Valentine's Day against Montana State Billings. And then next week, the women's team, 4 games in 6 days. This upcoming Thursday, Saturday, and the following Monday and Tuesday. 4 home games in 6 days. Shawn, Walli, and I will be right here for all of them.
Hopefully we have voices left by that Monday, Tuesday to finish off the home basketball season. St. Martin's, an impressive victory tonight. They win it 86-68.
Vikings fall to 12-10 on the year. They've now lost 4 of their last 5. They're 5-7 now in GNAC play. St. Martin Saints breaking their 3-game losing streak. They improved to 15-7 and 8-5 in conference play.
Western Washington has to wash, rinse, and repeat really quick, but hopefully not repeat this performance because they play Monday nights as they welcome in Montana State Billings. A Valentine's evening affair right here at Carver Gym.
As we head out tonight, an 18-point loss for the Vikings. Let's look at some final stats. First for the Vikings, Jalen Green leading the way with 17 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. Hornbuckle had 15, hitting 5 threes. D'Angelo Minnis 13, Holden had 14. For the Saints, leading scorer was Greeley with 24, Schumacher 17, Adams had 12. Take a look at those final stats. The Vikings played much better defense in the second half. The Saints' shooting numbers actually came down, but still shooting almost 50% from the floor, 52% from deep. They hit 13 threes, 92% from the free throw line, plus 9 rebounds, more steals. Yeah, it was that kind of night for the Saints. They had everything rocking. Big win. Vikings, as you mentioned, regroup, recover. They're coming back right back here on Monday.
Well, Ben, I know it's been senior night, but there is still one more basketball game for these Western Washington men's basketball players. But hey, I'll recognize you. You're a senior here at Western Washington. You do amazing work for all things athletics, calling all kinds of sports. Heck, you're on the mic more than I am here at Western, so great job, Ben.
Thank you, Shawn. I appreciate it.
We will talk to you, of course, Valentine's evening. Come on back. If you can be here inside Carver Gym, please do. Otherwise, tune in on Vikings TV along with your chocolate cake, maybe, your favorite beverage.
Maybe pull up a nice bath with some rose petals. Treat yourself.
And your sweetheart, of course.
Of course. You're my sweetheart on Valentine's Day, Shawn. I can't wait.
Oh, goodness. That's Ben Bagley. I'm Shawn Walli. For everybody at Vikings TV, we will talk to you Valentine's evening. This one is over. Saints in a rout, 86-68 over Western Washington. Good night from Bellingham.